Welcome back, everybody. An illegal immigrant accused of a brutal murder in broad daylight faces deportation to his native Haiti. We're learning he's been implicated in other crimes as well. And by the way, that attack's so vicious, we're not showing you the full video this morning. But Fort Myers, Florida police say that this video shows Rolbert Joachin walking up to a gas station clerk and hitting her with a hammer multiple times. Joining me now is Republican North Carolina Congressman Mark Harris. I paused there because it just takes your breath away, Congressman, even when the video is paused and you don't see it in full. What's been your reaction to this killing of a 51-year-old mother and store clerk out of Florida, especially that he was granted temporary protected status, which expired in 2024?
Yeah, Markie, it's just another tragedy that we're seeing again and again and again at the hands of illegal immigrants. And, you know, you have cases not only there, but other places. A young man that was killed by an illegal immigrant earlier this week. I saw the report. And it's just, again, a tragedy that we keep seeing that is so unnecessary. And the fact that we've got to make sure that we have things in place, policies in place that are not more concerned about protecting the illegal immigrant or the violent criminal than they are protecting innocent Americans. And this is just another tragedy.
Congressman, I'm curious, is it also a breakdown in law enforcement checkpoints as well? Because Joachin's arrest report indicates police had detained him on March 24th, just weeks before this brutal killing, after finding him with a stolen backpack. I'm wondering if there's a disconnect with law enforcement locally as well.
Well, I think there's not only a problem there, but I think probably in the judiciary system. I mean, I can't speak to that specific situation with the police there, but I do know what happened in Charlotte with Irina Zarutska and DeCarlos Brown, and that situation where a magistrate simply released this person back out on the streets, and they were able, and really I thought about that when I saw the video that you stopped, because this person just came out of nowhere with this hammer and killed this innocent victim, just like DeCarlos Brown did, pulling a knife out, coming up from behind her and stabbing her in the throat. And again, where the system breaks down is when you have people that we are allowing back out on the streets instead of keeping them incarcerated.
And I know, just speaking of that DeCarlos Brown Jr. case, you know, it was just found, a judge ruling he's mentally incompetent to stand trial. I'm curious what justice looks like in this case for your state. And have you spoken to the president on the matter? And less than a minute left, sir.
Well, it is going to be fascinating what's going to happen. There is a federal case as well as a state case, and what you referenced is a state judge did say, or the study found, that he was unfit to stand trial. The federal case is still progressing. The important thing to understand is they, of course, are saying he has schizophrenia, but that is going to be treated. Hopefully, he will get to a point that he will be able to stand trial. But again, it's a breakdown in the system that we've got to make sure that we have policies in place to protect citizens and keep these folks incarcerated. And that's going to be an important thing for legislators to think about going forward.
Congressman Mark Harris, I have to end it there. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, but unfortunately, I'm sorry it's under these circumstances this morning. Have a wonderful weekend, sir.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you, Marnie.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.